Yeah, and it, yeah, notice how. All right, welcome for week 5 action from Iowa Youth Rugby Association. We are at Tiger Field, hosted by the Valley Tigers. Tonight, we have 4 teams that are going to be fighting for playoff positioning. We have Cedar Rapids, Washington, Cedar Rapids, Prairie. We have Fort Dodge and West Des Moines Valley, the host. Tonight will be Valley Senior Night. First match is going to start off here shortly. It is Fort Dodge against Valley. These guys are going to play each other tonight, and then they play again next week. What's interesting about this is our B-Side Boys match of the week, reason being, both teams come in tonight 3, 4, and 1. Valley's the 9 seed, Fort Dodge is the 10 seed. 8 teams make the playoffs. So the winner tonight puts themselves in a position to try to make a push for playoffs, but they need some help from Cedar Rapids. Jefferson is sitting at number 8, and Cedar Falls is sitting at number 4. Both of those teams are 4 and 4. So because of those tie games, Fort Dodge and Valley are on the outside looking in. If they want any chance to make the playoffs, they're gonna have to get a win tonight. Then, after that match, we have Cedar Rapids, Washington against Cedar Rapids, Prairie. Cedar Rapids, Washington right now is the number 4 team in the state. They're sitting at 6 and 2. They have matches against Prairie and Fort Dodge tonight, and then next week will be very tough. They have number 2 Ankeny and then number 5 Urbandale. After that match, we'll go into the Valley JV against Cedar Rapids, Washington JV. And then at 7:30, we will do our Valley Senior Night, the senior recognition, this Valley class, big class tonight. It's something that Valley always kind of has. They have these guys that they see rugby, they come out as seniors. You'd love to see them go out as freshmen. You do have a few players that have been around for a while, but a lot of guys, first-year seniors that we're going to recognize tonight. Then we'll jump back into it at 7:40, Valley JV against Fort Dodge JV. Then at 8 o'clock, Cedar Rapids, Washington against Fort Dodge. And we end the night with Valley against Cedar Rapids, Prairie. Again, huge matchup between Fort Dodge and Valley. The winner between that will really put themselves in a spot to look for a playoff spot, depending on what happens with Cedar Falls and Cedar Rapids Jefferson. Also, Urbandale, Southeast Polk are sitting at 5-3. Who knows? Anything could happen. Sevens is a wild sport. And then Cedar Rapids, Washington, again, they're sitting at number 4. They're looking to try to strengthen their playoff positioning as they make that push. So tonight we're here at Tiger Field. Next week we'll be at Bill Buxton Stadium at Simpson College, the host site for Indianola. And the week after that we're at Mount Mercy for the state playoffs. Tonight is brought to you by the Marion Mutant Rugby Club. The Marion Mutants are a brand new men's rugby club in Marion. You have the coaches from Cedar Rapids Wash, Cedar Rapids Prairie that are putting this team together to play some summer sevens. Guys that played for Cedar Rapids in high school, they're going to join this team. Guys in the area, it's going to be a fun time. So follow them on Facebook, follow them on social media, Instagram. They're a very fun team. They're going to make some noise this summer. And who knows, if they have enough numbers, who knows what's going to happen in the fall. Also tonight is brought to you by Valley Rugby. As the host, they're also sponsoring tonight. So again, thank you for joining us. We're going to get underway here in just about 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us. We are the B-Side Boys. We'll see you soon. All right, again, thank you for joining us tonight from Tiger Field. Our first match is going to start in just a couple of minutes. We have the Valley Tigers in white and orange. We have Fort Dodge in the white and green stripes. We're excited to get this underway. Beautiful night here, a little chilly, not too much wind. So for Valley tonight, our starters, number 1, Dom Jackman. Number 11, Colin Brill. Number 6, Evan Caduce. Number 9, Dylan Rodriguez. Number 10, Evan Swain. Number 15, Aiden Swain. And number 14, Robin Brooks. For Fort Dodge, number 1, Jesse Egley. Number 2, Braden Reimers. Number 3, Jackson McQuillan. Number 4, Carlos Elias. Number 5, Drew Mason. Number 6, Kale Adams. Number 7, Hunter Kasperbauer. Number 8, Owen Stoke. Number 9, Gavin Peterson. Number 10, Quentin Jaski. Number 11, Corbin Davis. Number 12, Sam Davidson. Number 13, Brennan Stickrod. And number 14, Jace Scow. Here we go. We are underway. Fort Dodge is going to kick to start us off. All right. Again, both of these teams are sitting at 3-4-1. They both need a victory here if they want any chance to make the playoffs. Ant Frine, head coach of Iowa State Rugby, is our center referee. And Valley's going to go quick here. Penalty on Valley. Now Fort Dodge wants to go quick, but our referee did not like that restart, so we're going to bring it back. And now it's going to be a scrum to Fort Dodge. So again, huge implications here. Fort Dodge and Valley play each other tonight. They will play each other again next week. Sitting at number 9 and 10 in the standings. Top 8 teams make state. Huge match to start off. Valley with a push here. And we're going to bring it back to a scrum. Valley getting a little eager there on the back line. Need to hang back a little bit. So Fort Dodge with the put. Good defensive pressure there by Valley, but Fort Dodge retains ball. See that Valley defense ready to go. Fort Dodge has the advantage. So they're bringing the penalty back here. Some good running there by Fort Dodge. More good running there by Fort Dodge.
Spread out. They need to spread out.
So it looks like time is off here. Penalty on Valley. Center referee is having a conversation with Valley, make sure things are clear. They're about 15 meters away from the try line. We have about 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. So no card there, but referee is setting the tone early, letting him know what he wants to see. Quick tap there. Good little step. 3 Valley. Oh, and there's a try for Fort Dodge. They score first. Pretty sure that's Carlos Elias with the try. He is a future Iowa Central Triton. Fort Dodge with the score. We have a trainer on the field, so I believe time is off right now.
Looks like they're going to call him the try back. Hands to the face.
So there is some conversation here. Ball carrier did not release ball. We could hear from Paul Damagey, the AR. So it looks like, and I have Lucas Pally up here with me. Lucas Pally, member of the West Des Moines Wombats. He's running the scoreboard for us tonight. Lucas, points coming off the board here.
Yeah, they called it back. He wasn't releasing, so we'll see if they can pound it in.
Number 11, Colin Brill from Valley is coming off the field. Looks like he might have gotten a cut there on his face, so they're going to get that patched up. Colin Brill was the man of the tournament, man of the match last week for Valley, so that's a big loss for those guys. They're going to need someone to step up here. All right, so it is Valley's ball because of the penalty. All right, so quick tap here.
Oh.
And just big boy running, right?
Big boy running, just like the last time.
Wants to see that tackler roll away. Good pass, good hard run. But his support there, that looks like that's going to be a turnover for Fort Dodge. Good turnover by Fort Dodge. Really heads up there. A hard run by Valley, but without the support, the good heads up play there by Gavin Peterson. There's a line, there's a gap. And there's a try for Fort Dodge. They get on the board first. So a little delayed there. Thought they had it a minute ago, but they're able to force that turnover. Short field, they make it happen. Good hard running from Fort Dodge. And the kick by Carlos Elias is good. So Fort Dodge is up 7-0. Again, the referee keeps the official time. So we have about 2.5 minutes, but it's probably closer to 3. He did have time off when there was the injury, and they were talking about the penalties. So probably about a little over 3 minutes to go. But Fort Dodge with the kickoff here. Nice high kick right at 10 meters. Really good kick there. Good catch by Valley. You can hear those Valley coaches. They want to swing it out. Not getting a forward foot there. They're catching it flat-footed. You'd like to see them catch that ball with momentum going forward, but we're going to bring it back to the penalty. A quick tap. Hard run. Offload. You can hear the coaches. Get with them, get with them, get with them. If they are not there for support, Fort Dodge will steal that ball. Looking for Robin Brooks there on the side, but oh, he gets out of it. Bounces it the other way. Valley with advantage. Running it back, weak side. Breaks the tackle, but no one's with him. All right, looks like time is off. He's going to have a conversation with a member from Fort Dodge. That is a yellow card. So 2-minute advantage here for Valley. They are going to have 7. Fort Dodge has 6. They'll take us to halftime. Can Valley take advantage of this with the one-man advantage? Slow switch there. Solid tackle by Fort Dodge. Again, you hear the coaches from Valley, get with him. They have the numbers. Gets it to Robin on the side. Offload. They have numbers if they can bounce it back left, but that ball is turned over. Fort Dodge now has the ball. What a huge play by Fort Dodge, being down a man. Missed tackle there. He's going to take it on the sideline.
Big boy, get him. Big boy running.
And Fort Dodge is, Fort Dodge is going to go in for the score. Down a man. They find space by bouncing it back the other way. Oh, unfortunate there for Valley. They got the man advantage, but they're working it, and they kind of ran out of gas. Fort Dodge took it the other way where nobody was, and 5 points the other way. The kick is no good. That makes it 12-0. Short time here. You can hear the coaches from Valley. We need one. We need one before halftime. Nine seconds left here, so this will probably be the last phase unless there's a penalty. You hear the coaches yell and leave it because it doesn't go 10, but he catches that thing. Doesn't have enough steam. Can he find a teammate? That ball goes backwards. It's not the first time that's happened to Valley this year where ball doesn't go 10 and they just play it anyways. Oh, they have a 2-on-1, but number 7 there might be a little bit out of gas after that big return. Can he make something happen here? Needs to go to ground so he doesn't lose that in a maul, or they need to keep driving it forward. They need to get that ball out of there.
Maul! Let's go.
A maul in 7s. Oh, unfortunate for Valley. That's going to take us to halftime. You thought they could make something happen there right before half. But unfortunately, they just couldn't get it done, get stuck in a maul. You don't see that very often, and the kids are a little bit confused what to do. All right, so it is 12-0. Fort Dodge is up at halftime. We are at Tiger Field, Week 5 action, brought to you by the Marion Mutants. Marion Mutants, they are the newest men's rugby club in the state of Iowa. Marion Mutants, they're going to be made up of former Cedar Rapids Wash, Cedar Rapids Jefferson, Cedar Rapids Prairie players. If you are in the Cedar Rapids area, whether you just graduated this past year or you've been in town for a few years and you want to get back into rugby, the Marion Mutants are going to field a Summer 7s team. Then, if numbers are good, maybe we'll see a 15s team, right? So check it out. If you want to get back into rugby and you are in the Cedar Rapids area, the Marion Mutants, check them out. Get a hold of either Patrick Lawson or Eric Frana to get more information. And everybody, whether you live in Cedar Rapids or not, go and follow the Marion Mutants on Facebook and Instagram. They're going to do a lot of cool stuff, really cool logo, cool jerseys, cool colors. They're going to be doing some cool things coming up. So check them out, the Marion Mutants. That's going to be the name to watch for in senior side men's rugby. Huge matchup with playoff implications. Both of these teams are sitting at 3-4-1. They are at 9-10. The top 8 teams make the playoffs. If they want to make it in, you have to win this match here. And then they play each other again next week as well. Fort Dodge was the state runner-up last year. Definitely not the start to the season that they wanted, but they've shown some life in the last couple of weeks. Valley, a very big squad, lots of numbers, but a lot of new seniors. They've had to learn the game quickly to try to find their spot. A couple of close matches. They tied Ankeny, who was number 1 last week. They lost to Waverly Shellrock 2 weeks ago, who is number 1 right now, by 3 points. So some really tough, close losses. If they want to make something happen, it starts in this second half. Who has it in them in these next 7 minutes? Fort Dodge is back to full strength. Oh, ball doesn't go 10. They tried something a little cheeky there. Doesn't work. And Fort Dodge is going to go quick. Good step there. Breaks another tackle. Breaks another tackle.
Get down low in their tackle. You'll be tackling up high and they're sliding right off. There you go, Robin. See?
Good pressure there, but... All right, going back to the high tackle penalty. Quick tap. And Gavin Peterson, he is hard to bring down. Valley needs to finish their tackles. You can't have 2 to 3 guys in 7s on a tackle because now you're going to see gaps are going to open up. And he finds a step and a try awarded. Fort Dodge. What a step there in the middle of the field to make that happen. So it is now 17-0. Fort Dodge with the lead. Kick is good. 19-0. Fort Dodge with the lead. Big thing here defensively. Valley got to make those tackles if they want to be in this thing. Too many second and third chances for Fort Dodge. You can't let them run like that because they're patient. They'll make something happen. right, so about 5 minutes to go in the second half here. Valley down 3 tries. Here comes the kick. Good hard run. Looks for the offload, but it doesn't go to anybody. Ford Dodge ball. Trying to make something happen there. So Valley able to force the turnover. All right, so penalty awarded to Fort Dodge. And they are going to elect for a scrum. It's going to take some time off the clock here.
Valley still has enough time if they can just lock down on D, make their solo tackles and get to the ruck. That's what's really killing them. They've had a handful of turnovers now, offensively.
So like we said, Ant Fryan, head coach of Iowa State, he's our center referee right now. Iowa State is going to be heading to the CRAA National Semifinal in Indianapolis in 2 weeks on that May 3rd weekend. So good luck to the boys from Iowa State. They play San Diego. San Diego's won the national title 2 years in a row. And Iowa State will see them in the semifinal. But Fort Dodge finds some space on the wing. Now it's a foot race. There's 4 kids from Valley there. Can they get to him? Good little cut. And try awarded. Just trying to see there. Didn't know. Saw some arm movement there. Didn't know if they were looking for, if there was a knock or something, but nope, he was in, all good. Here comes the kick. It's up. Ooh, just short. So 24-0, Fort Dodge is up. And again, this will bring Fort Dodge to 4-4-1 on the season. The teams in front of them right now are 4-4. So if Cedar Rapids Jefferson or Cedar Falls gets a loss tonight, Fort Dodge will move up into the top 8. Later tonight, Fort Dodge will play Cedar Rapids Washington, who's ranked number 4 in the state, so that'll be a great matchup. All right, referee says play on. That high ball contested there. Dancing around a little bit, can't find space, goes for an offload, another little offload. Oh, he wanted his teammate on the wing, but he was in front of him. We have a little over a minute left. Valley here on senior night, they want to make something happen here. Finding space on the edge. Can this backside wing get to him? He's going to take it the distance.
There you go. Little hope. Little hope. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Hold on. Are they going to say he was out the back? Out the back. No try. So got to know your field awareness, where you're at. You got to know where the back of the try line is. I know it's different every week. Sometimes the posts in high school are in the front. Sometimes they're in the back. And he runs out the back on accident. So it's going to be a free kick here to Fort Dodge. So the restart there does not work. All right, so we're going to go scrum to Valley. And again, Valley wants to end on a high note here. Because again, they will play each other. Fort Dodge and Valley will play each other again next week. But this puts Fort Dodge in a good spot. Nice little play there by Valley. And he's going to touch it down this time. He's going to get that try. So now the score is 24-5. Here comes the kick. So Valley will move to 3-5-1. Still not out of the playoff contention yet, but it will be harder. And Fort Dodge moving to 4-4-1. That kick is no good. All right, so our final score here. Fort Dodge 24, Valley 5. Up next, we have Cedar Rapids, Washington against Cedar Rapids, Prairie. Again, tonight's stream is brought to you by the Marion Mutants Rugby Club, the newest men's rugby club in Iowa. If you're in the Cedar Rapids area and you want to get into rugby, this is the place to go. The Marion Mutants, they're going to start a 7s team this summer. If you played in high school or if you're just a fan and you live in the area, go check it out. They're going to have a good time. They're looking for players. Get a hold of Eric Frana or Patrick Lawson for more information. And those two coaches right now are going to play against each other. So we have Cedar Rapids, Washington in the white with the red shoulder sleeves. We have the Cedar Rapids Prairie team in black and orange. So again, thank you to the Marion Mutants. Follow them on social media. Follow them on Facebook. Follow them on Instagram. They've got some cool stuff coming up here. You do not want to miss out on what's happening with the Marion Mutants. I think they're going to be a really top-level club this summer in the Iowa Summer 7 Series. They're going to have a lot of young talent, some former high school guys who haven't played in a minute, but they're going to bring it back and bring that youth and energy and experience. It'll be good stuff. So Marion Mutants, check them out. All right, and then for the Cedar Rapids Washington team, number 14, Johnny Nepper. Number 1, Tyshawn Young. Number 12, Alexander Kane. Number 4, Alexander Kane. All right, he's on there twice, sorry. Number 25, Mackay Rogers. Number 6, Camden, Hampshire. Number 21, Braden Albert. Number 18, Eli Eaton. Number 15, Saul Irvin. Number 13, Laird Hannah. Number 2, Rowan Shaughnessy. Number 23, Will Barnes. Number 7, Logan Pierce. Number 0, Carter Patterson. Number 9, Wyatt Young. And number 11, Nick Riley Jr. For Cedar Rapids Prairie, number 1, Mark Balpy. Number 2, Zachary Dimerly. Number 3, Miles Koopman. Number 4, Joey Manbusan. Number 5, Nicholas Schmitz. Number 6, Nicholas Lojak. Number 7, Logan Foss. Number 8, Jonathan Geiger Russ. Number 9, Nick Griffune. Number 10, Ashton Raymer. And number 11, Lincoln Ripley. Coached by Wes Cummings, Adam Ruff, and Eric Frana.
Wes Cummings and Eric Frana, both friends of the pod.
Friends of the program. All right, so we're just about to get underway again. Cedar Rapids Wash is in the white with the red sleeves. Cedar Rapids Prairie in the black with the orange. Cedar Rapids Washington is 6-2. They're the number 4 team in the state. Cedar Rapids Prairie, they're one of the newer clubs in the league. They're at 1-7 right now, ranked number 15. All right, so we're going to have a scrum. Right, Paul Damagey, center referee, one of the newest members of the Iowa Rugby Union Hall of Fame. He'll be inducted at All Iowa on May 3rd in Iowa Falls, coming up here soon.
Looks like it came outside of the tunnel there.
Side of the tunnel. Got to make sure it's hooked back. It doesn't just come straight through. Giving it another go here. So Wash able to get that. He's going to find the edge, find some space. He's going to try to get a little more centered for an easier kick. But that's going to be a try for Cedar Rapids Wash. So stealing the scrum and then finding some space, creating the 2-on-1 on the wing. And the kick is no good. His teammates aren't the happiest about the kick, it sounds like. And here's the kickoff. Steal by Cedar Rapids, Washington. Hard running. Stays on his feet. He's got a man on the outside. And another try for Cedar Rapids Wash. The kick is no good. So with about 4 minutes to go in the half, 10-0, Cedar Rapids washes up. All right, so here comes the kick. It's high, hits the ground here. All right, here comes the scrum to Cedar Rapids Prairie. Ball is lost. Wash again with the steal. They're working it to that side, but he cuts back in. Bouncing it the other way. Finds space on the sideline. Cuts it back in. Trying to center it, and there's another try for Cedar Rapids Wash. So let's see if they can make this kick here. Helping his teammate out, centering it in the middle. And the kick is good. So with about 2 minutes to go, Cedar Rapids Wash is up 17-0. Deep kick this time. And it goes out the back. All right, so we're back at the 50. Penalty advantage to Cedar Rapids, Washington. They're going to play that, getting it to the wing. Good offload there. They keep that ball in play, but then an offload to nobody. It's going to be a line out to Prairie. All right, so here comes that line out. Scrum advantage to Black. Now we're seeing Cedar Rapids Prairie on offense here. A pass and a loop. Does he have support there for him? All right, and that is halftime. With the scores, Cedar Rapids, Washington, 17. Cedar Rapids, Prairie, 0. All right, tonight's stream is brought to you by the Marion Mutants Rugby Football Club. They were founded in 2025, a brand new men's club here in Iowa, looking to give kids who played maybe in high school for a Cedar Rapids club or just people in the area who want to get back into rugby or join for the first time. They'll be joining the Iowa Summer 7 series. Get a hold of one of these coaches from this match. You know, you got Patrick Lawson with Cedar Rapids Wash. You got Eric Frana, Cedar Rapids Prairie. They are setting up a new team here for the men this summer. So thank you again to the Marion Mutants. Make sure you follow them on social media. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram as they're trying to grow their brand and kind of let people know what they're all about. Give them a follow, give them a share. They're doing some pretty cool things here. So again, it is 17-0. Cedar Rapids Wash is up. Our second half will start here shortly. All right, we are back for the second half. Cedar Rapids Wash is up 17-0 on Cedar Rapids Prairie. These are two teams that I bet will get pretty familiar with each other. They're going to play each other a bunch every single year because of the location. Hey, Cedar Rapids Wash is finding some space here. Good support there. Look at that, the two support lines. His teammates are telling him, just go center it. Score it yourself. And he does. Another try for Cedar Rapids Wash. Thing I love most about that, those two Cedar Rapids Wash players in support lines, helping their teammate out, making sure that if he needed some help, they were there. And the kick is no good. So Cedar Rapids Wash is up 22-0. All right. So with under 6 minutes to go, Wash with the kick. Catches it in the air. Just trying to make something happen here by Prairie. That defense by Wash is looking pretty good. Forces a turnover. You see the teammates communicating, go this way. Some good passing there, finding a little bit of space, getting to the wing. And again, look at those support lines. There's a nice offload. But forward pass. Couldn't tell from this angle. It looked kind of forward, but we're also kind of behind. But yep, forward pass. So that's going to be a scrum to Cedar Rapids Prairie. All right, so about 5 minutes to go here. After this match, we will have the Valley JV against Fort Dodge JV. And some good footwork there from Cedar Rapids Wash. Try awarded. Does it himself. Good piece of footwork there from the Cedar Rapids Wash player. Here comes the kick. No good. 27-0 is our current score. Around 4 minutes to go. Sorry, the next match is actually Valley JV against Cedar Rapids Washington JV. Then we'll do senior night, and then it'll be Valley JV against Fort Dodge JV. So, trying to make something happen here. Finds a little bit of space, but Cedar Rapids Wash defense is good to recover, quick on their feet. Running sideways, looking for space, but he breaks the tackle. Good idea. Finds some space. Now it's a foot race. Try awarded. Cedar Rapids Prairie. Love to see it. They're fighting all the way through to the very end. Making some stuff happen. Guys supporting each other. Missed tackle there from Cedar Rapids Wash. Kid from Prairie takes it the distance. They're on the board, 27-5, and here comes the kick.
Good support, boys.
And the kick is up. Oh, good look. Just short.
Good try, Johnny.
So about 2.5 minutes to go. Wash is up on Prairie, 27-5. Low kick on the ground, fielded by Wash. Runs into contact. Advantage to Wash. And we're going to play the penalty. All right, quick tap. And is he going to just take that into contact? Did not leave his hands. So it's going to be a scrum to Prairie with a little over a minute left.
I hate it when that happens. You can just tell he might be one of the newer guys, and he just doesn't know all the little quirky rules yet.
Just let him run.
I agree.
No, you
gotta learn sometime, right?
Yeah, you gotta do it the right way. And that's why too, if I ever take a penalty, I let that ball sit on the ground, tap it with my toe, and then pick it up.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna mess. I'm so scared to knock it off my own foot. Like, you see guys do that where they're overconfident and they just like boot it out of their own hand.
Yep, I've done it a couple times.
Oh yeah.
I've also tapped it on the ground because of that, and then knocked it when I go to pick it up off the ground. That's not fun either.
No. Because you get too excited, like, all right, let's go, and then, whoops. All right, there's the put. Cedar Rapids Prairie wins that scrum. The bounce goes towards Wash.
Good tackle, just spread out, leave the rough alone.
So short time here. There we go. Now he's got it. But hey, he looks to offload. Hey, Tom. How's it going? We got head coach Tom McClyman here. What's up? Big win for the Stags.
Big win for the Stags. It's always fun.
Yeah! Steal that!
See you next one. Say hi.
Bye. So the Chicago Bears, I like that wide receiver pick.
I didn't see it. I don't even know.
So that's what they're saying. I think we got that really speedy wide receiver from Missouri, which I'm cool with. But it sounds like we traded away our other second-round pick. But hey, it's Victor Wong. So many people in here. What's up, man? Yep, JV. We have CR Wash against Valley JV, and then senior night.
Yep. Like halftime of JV, we just announced for parents to meet at the volleyball track.
Will do.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, Vic.
Right.
It was crazy. We had both coaches after they played each other, both in the box.
Yeah, I just bought Tom on the way up here. We sent 2 kids to the hospital.
Really? Is Colin okay? Just needs stitches?
Evan and Colin both stitches.
They bumped their heads together? Oh. Well, that's super unlucky. That really...
Yep.
Losing them in the first minute.
Yep. That's and probably next week, too.
Take it up, though, guy.
Yeah,
All right,
just take
bye.
Yeah.
it.
A distraught head coach, Victor Wong.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
He's familiar with having to get stitches.
What game was that where his face exploded? Was that in Nashville?
That was Nashville.
Nashville. Yep. Nashville. And that was in the first, 30 seconds, too.
Yeah, and then instead of coming out of the game, we put pre-wrap and then athletic tape and then a scrum cap. And then the scrum cap was it was knotted in the back. I think it was mine. Mine actually was mine had. And yeah, it was too small. Instead of just undoing the scrum cap, he was like, I'm just gonna go to the hospital. And then it wasn't even, it was 2 hours. We were still all at the field and came back with stitches.
Hey, and the game is going to end with the Cedar Rapids Wash try. It's a fun thing about rugby, right? Play to the very end. Time expired a while ago, but they want to score another one. Kick is no good. Final score is going to be 32-5. Cedar Rapids Wash with the victory. Up next, we are going to have Valley JV against Cedar Rapids Wash JV. All right, and we are now going to start our Valley JV against Cedar Rapids Wash JV. In the center, at center referee, we have Julian Hall. Julian Hall, a member of the West Des Moines Wombats. He's also one of the coaches for Valley, so expect him to be a little extra hard on the Valley boys, making sure they're doing things the right way. So Cedar Rapids Wash is going to combine with Cedar Rapids Prairie, so you can see the two different sets of jerseys. But they're going to play together. After this match, we will have the Valley Senior Recognition. Also, shout out to Iowa Central Community College. They're at the CRC 7s right now. So they were upset by St. Bonaventure, but Iowa Central is going to compete for 5th place in the nation tomorrow. We also have the Iowa women, the UNI women. They start their CRC 7s tournament. And also Iowa men and Nebraska men are in the club bracket as well. So if you have time, check out the CRC 7s. What a kick in a JV match.
Ethan.
Big run from Ethan. Offload. But well, he's just going to do it himself.
Center it.
And that's a try for Valley.
That man had some gas in the tank.
Oh, man, that was crazy. So Ethan with a big run, offload, doesn't find anybody, bounces to a Valley player, and the Valley player just takes it himself all the way across the field, just how the Valley coaches drew it up, right? And the kick is no good. We are here at Tiger Field in West Des Moines. Beautiful night for some rugby action. No rain in the forecast. Hopefully we can get through this without rain. But we have the Valley JV up 5-0. And there's the kick. Two-person tackle there from Valley. Pressure defense. Valley trying to meet them behind the gain line. Valley defense is bunched up. You can hear the coaches yelling spread. Hard run from Cedar Rapids, but a hard tackle from Valley. That ball's out. We're going to play on, says center referee Juju. That ball is lost. Valley with the turnover. Hard run there. Good offload. And he finds space. He's going to get his second try of the night. All right, Valley JV up 10-0.
See him? He's in the blue.
So again, we are the B-Side Boys Rugby Podcast. Check us out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Every week we have new episodes. We try to release on Wednesday or Thursday. This week we released it today. But you can go back and find all of our episodes where we recap the high school league. We look at stuff that's happening in the college game, the senior side game, internationally, professionally, pretty much anything happening with rugby. We check it out. Like coming up down in Kansas City, the USA women's team, they set a record. It's going to be the most attended game in person for a women's rugby match in the United States when they take on Canada that first Saturday in May. So if you're in the area and you can head down to Kansas City, go check it out. Should be an awesome time. Again, a lot of teams are competing for championships right now with the CRC 7s, and then we also have, Iowa State competing for the CRAA D1AA national title. They're in the semifinal coming up same weekend as that women's match, that first weekend in May. State tournament for boys here in Iowa will be 2 weeks from now, Mount Mercy College. All right, there's the kick. Whoa, good catch. Breaking tackles, running hard. Big boy running. Lot of guys in the breakdown. Penalty on Valley. Hard run up the middle. finds a gap. We got chasers, but that is going to be try awarded for Cedar Rapids Wash. Did you? Is that kick no good?
I don't think it was.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
No good.
No good.
Oh my god.
Oh, doesn't go 10. Plays it. So Cedar Rapids Wash is going to get that ball with about 2 minutes to go. Cedar Rapids Wash doing a good job supporting each other. Good support lines. Has it on the edge. Just didn't have the speed. Can Valley reset that defensive line? And again, these JV games, it's great for kids to learn. You know, there's a learning moment there. Can't just dive on the ball like that. Good little step. Try awarded, Cedar Rapids Wash. Kick is no good. So now the score, Valley 12, Cedar Rapids Wash 10. Just about a little over a minute to go in the half. There's the kick. Valley's got that ball. Can they score before halftime? Finds some space. Oh, but he cuts it back in. And he finds a gap. He makes it himself. He's got some support. He's got a chaser. And he scores it himself. What a run. Like Greg Jennings put the team on his back. Do you know
All
that?
the way on his back.
Do you know that reference
I do know that.
I don't.
from Madden?
Put a team on the back though.
It's about all we can quote from that.
For real though.
All right, so Valley's going to go up 17-10. Very short time. I think we have enough time for a kick here.
Oh.
For restart kick,
I thought
yeah.
you meant for like a conversion. I'm like, what?
They'll allow him to do the conversion. All right, so here's the kickoff. Catches it in the air. Now can Cedar Rapids Wash return the score before halftime? Good offload there. Hard running, hard tackling. That pressure by Valley. That ball's going back. They lose about 20 meters there. But picking weak side, nobody's there. Can he do it on his own? He doesn't have any support. And he does it. He's going to take that the distance. And going into halftime, Cedar Rapids, Washington is going to score the try. They're going to have a kick here.
See if they can tie it up.
Right in the middle. And it's good. All right, we're all knotted up here. 17-17 going into halftime. All right, second half is underway. Valley kicks it. Again, we are tied 17-17 in this JV match. Great match so far. Good offload there. Running hard. Good pressure there by Valley. Valley defense, though, bunched up. Quick tap. Finds a man on the wing. Good turnover. Valley created a turnover. They poached that ball, and now they're off and running. Dangerously close to the sideline. Can they bounce that thing out? Hard running. Let's see what the call is. So penalty on. Oh, unlucky there. That's what we were talking about early.
We jinxed them. We jinxed the home team.
That's a hard, and like when that's a new skill too, that's tough to do, man. You know, you get so excited. You see the try line. You're 15 meters away. You go for that quick tap. It's not a skill you practice often, but in that moment, you know, unlucky, unfortunate. Good running here by Cedar Rapids Wash. All right, not releasing. Quick tap by Valley. And there's a try. So the penalty on Cedar Rapids, Washington makes a short field for Valley. Valley capitalizes. They're up 22-17. Here comes the kick. Kick is no good. All right, and here comes the kick. We got about 4 minutes to go in the half. 4 minutes to go in the match. After this, we will have our senior night. And then after the senior night recognition, we will go into the Valley JV versus Fort Dodge JV. All right, so penalty on Valley. Cedar Rapids with the ball. Oh, and as he was tackled, that ball just like bounced off straight into the hand of the Valley defender. All right, so penalty, Valley gets that ball. Ooh, hard run. He's a hard runner. Finding some space, and he's going to do it himself. Ethan with the try from Valley. It's going to make the score 27-17. And the kick is good. 29-17. All right, so about 2 minutes to go in this match. Again, we are the B-Side Boys Rugby Podcast. Check out our new episodes every single week. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Follow us and subscribe on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, however you get your podcasts. New episodes weekly, interviews, recapping all the happenings of rugby that relates to Iowa, the Midwest, USA. This stream is brought to you by Valley Rugby and also the Marion Mutants. The Marion Mutants are the brand new men's rugby club in Iowa. They'll be competing in the Iowa Rugby Summer 7 series. And that's going to be another try. Is that his third try of the match? I think so. Finds some space, takes advantage. 34-17, Valley JV is up. Kick is no good. About a minute and a half to go. During the senior night here, we'll leave the camera running. We'll leave the audio on. I'm going to read the PA announcements so you can listen if you'd like. Hey, look at Philly V chase that ball. Get it, Phil. Okay, and the kick off is good. His little legs and little arms pumping.
Going so fast.
So again, Philly V, he's one of the co-hosts of the B-Side Boys Rugby podcast. He's also one of the assistant coaches for Valley Rugby, also a member of the West Des Moines Wombats. All right, Cedar Rapids Wash JV looking to finish strong here. Ball's on the ground. Turnover, Valley gets it. No wrap, so he's going to play on. Dancing around a little bit, has support. Hard running. Let's see if they can make something of this here. Oh, it's a turnover. That's going to be, let's see what we got.
Driving over, I think.
All right. Another score for the Valley JV. Put an exclamation point on it. Great job by Valley there. These JV guys, again, Valley with the second largest team in numbers of membership. The kick is good. All these guys fighting for a spot to get on the field. Valley JV wins this one 41-17. Up next, we have our senior night. Then after that, it'll be Valley JV against Fort Dodge JV.
Maybe it's about to again. I'm gonna run into concession stand.
Sounds good.
You want anything? You wanna come with me? You wanna come with me? I'm gonna go get snacks. We'll see. You want to come with? You want to come with me? No, we're coming right back. Okay? So get snacks.
All right, I'm going to get this going here. Thank you again for joining us tonight at Tiger Field for our Valley Senior Night. We are now going to do our senior recognition. Up first, Ruben Doy, walking with Giovanni, Gio, and King. He plans to attend Ellsworth Community College after graduation and play football and basketball. His favorite part about playing rugby is scoring, winning, and grinding with the family. His advice to young players is keep running. Even if it hurts, keep running. And even if you get tired, keep running. Play your role and make your brothers proud. Evan Swain and Aiden Swain. Walking with Nicole and David Swain. Evan plans to attend the University of Iowa after graduation. His favorite part of playing rugby is practicing with teammates and growing together. His advice to young players is find a sport that you enjoy and that pushes you and stick with it. Aiden plans to attend Concordia St. Paul to study theology. His favorite part about playing rugby is hanging out with friends. His advice to young players is have fun and don't take it so seriously. Albrecht Blue de Blondet, walking with Jasnita Sanghor. He plans to study to become an electrician after graduation. His favorite part about playing rugby is the family vibe that comes with it. His advice to young players is more deposit equals more return. Quentin Moore, walking with Lori and Michael Moore. He plans to attend the University of Iowa after graduating. His favorite part of playing rugby was learning a new sport and being a part of this team. Peyton Schulte, walking with Courtney and Adam Schulte. He plans on attending DMAC and broadcasting Waukee Northwest football games after graduating. His favorite part of playing rugby is eating pasta at Walker's house. His advice to young players is show up, practice sucks, but being there with everyone is a real treat. Robin Brooks, walking with Shaisa Mosey. He plans on attending Ellsworth Community College after graduating, playing football, and studying psychology. His favorite part about playing rugby is creating a special kind of bond with his brothers. His advice to young players is when things get hard or you feel stuck, stay calm, cool, and collected, and play your game. Mustafa Moose Daoud. Walking with Annie Graham, he plans to attend Iowa Central Community College after graduation. His favorite part about playing rugby is being on the field with his teammates. His advice to younger players is enjoy it and have fun because it goes by fast. Dom Jackman. Walking with Diallo. He plans to attend Ellsworth Community College and play football after graduating. His favorite part about playing rugby is the brotherhood and how quickly they accept new brothers into the family. His advice to young players is rugby can be physically and mentally demanding. Learn to bounce back from setbacks, stay positive, and never give up. We have 3 more seniors that are not here right now, but we want to give them a shout out. Will Delaney. He plans to attend the University of Iowa and study exercise science after graduating. His favorite part about playing rugby is the family and lifelong friendships made along the way. His advice to young players is keep an open mind. Things aren't going to make sense at first, but after a while, you learn to fall in love with this game. Colin Brill. He plans to play rugby at the collegiate level after graduation. His favorite part of Valley Rugby is being a captain and the leader of the team. His advice to young players is trust the process because you will always improve. Evan Caduce. He plans on attending Drake University and majoring in kinesiology after graduation. His favorite part of playing rugby is running with the ball. His advice to young players is tell your friends to join rugby. Thank you again to the seniors of 2025. Thank you to the families and community for all of the support on this season. Make sure you go to the concession stand as well tonight. We have the Valley JV against Fort Dodge JV. And the final match tonight will be Valley against Cedar Rapids Prairie. Again, thank you everybody. Let's give a round of applause to the senior class of 2025 for Valley Rugby. All right, so there is our seniors there. Do a silly one. All right, we're gonna get underway here with our Fort Dodge and Valley JV match up next. Again, first match of the night in varsity action, both Fort Dodge and Valley at 3-4-1. Fort Dodge got the victory. 24-5 was the final score on that one. All right, and we'll get underway here shortly.
All right, we are back. This is Sadie. Yeah. This is Valley JV and Fort Dodge JV. Oh, ran into the surf. We're gonna have a scrum. Ooh. Drop ball. Nice tackle.
Oh, nice throw on the outside.
It's like it's in the tournament. Try for
Fort Dodge JV with the try.
You guys are doing great.
I know we're doing great, you know.
that kick is no good.
You got it. You're doing
Oh,
good.
I got this?
Yeah. Do you want to do the whole JV match?
I can try. Oh jeez.
No pressure. Sam Hendricks in the middle. Is this his first match as a center ref? Tonight it is.
For tonight. I don't know about any other time. Big oh. We got an offsides call in Fort Dodge JV.
Ooh.
Picked him up. Oh,
Loose ball. Fort Dodge, can you get another
Dodge
one?
with the run. Another try for Fort Dodge JV.
Is that his second one?
That is the second one.
Oh, same player?
Same player.
It's his second try of the night. I don't know what number it is. I cannot see. And the kick is good. Ball's gonna go out of bounds. So we're gonna do a line out.
Okay, I have to take it to the bathroom quick.
Okay.
Is it down there next to me?
Yeah, it's to the
Just
right
gotta
of
go
it.
inside.
Now, where's y'all? Seriously.
He's gonna find the space.
She got a sweater underneath.
Oh, ooh. Hard to-
What? They did. What's up, we? Y'all was at that little video with Kalina baby, they like, money mouth. That fucking Taco is getting some weird I'm gonna get some.
Tap and go for Valley JV.
I'm back in the gym. I'm kind of hungry.
Fort Dodge with the run. And another try for Fort Dodge JV.
Yeah, right. That's 12 hours. What you said? It's 12 hours. That's this little opening in his schedule. That's cool.
Did anyone see that clip? I didn't.
I don't think it was.
I'm gonna say it.
You okay, Pookie? You look cool. My friend Bambi. I would give you my coat. But I don't have mine on her leg.
It's crazy.
Sit down. You want my jacket?
I know, it's going short. It's been so nice out recently.
I'm cold even in my coat.
Big flag.
No, I should have put leggings on my dress.
Back 10. Tap and go for Valley JV. Running hard. He's gonna find the space.
I want that Indian food.
Oh!
We got a breakaway.
Don't slow down.
Keep going. Oh.
He bumped the wrong way.
Ball's loose. Sending it down the line.
Oh, pick and go.
Got a pick and go. A try for Valley JV, their first one of the half. We're waiting on that kick. Kick is no good, and that's gonna be half.
Sadie, you did a All right, and so we're in the second half here of the Valley JV against Fort Dodge JV. After this match, we will have Fort Dodge against Cedar Rapids Wash, and then we'll end the night with Valley against Cedar Rapids Prairie. And there's another try for Fort Dodge. Big hard running from the Fort Dodge JV guys. Gonna bring it to 24-5 with Fort Dodge with the lead. Yeah, you come up here, you never know what is gonna happen, you know, just, hey, you're in charge now. Kick is no good. About 5 minutes to go. Fort Dodge JV 24, Valley JV 5. Valley gonna play on here. Trying to find some space. Does he have the corner? Nope. Cuts it back in. Surrounded by 5 Fort Dodge players. Good offload. Finding space on the edge. Oh, he runs into touch though. Right at the 50. Runs out of bounds into touch. All right, so we're gonna have a line out to Fort Dodge JV. Substitution by Fort Dodge. About 4 minutes to go in the game. Again, Cedar Rapids Wash against Fort Dodge will be after this. Oh, Valley JV had a little something there going. Unlucky on the pass, hits the ground, but it bounces back to him. Valley really bunched up on offense here. You'd like to see him spread out. And a turnover. Fort Dodge now with the ball. Again, Sam Hendricks, one of the assistant coaches for Valley, member of the West Des Moines Wombats, in the center.
Good tackle.
Good tackle. That kid from Fort Dodge has scored almost at will in this match. Wanted a quick pick and go, but center referee says bring it back. Got to make sure I see you go through the mark. And they're going to elect for a scrum. Again, we are the B-Side Boys Rugby Podcast. Check out new episodes every week on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Make sure you follow, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff. This stream is brought to you by Valley Rugby. They are the host of the event tonight. It is their senior night. And also, the title sponsor for tonight's stream to be able to do this on YouTube for free is the Marion Mutants Men's Rugby Club. Brand new rugby club in Iowa. They're going to be going in the Iowa Summer 7 series. Expect to see a lot of former players from Cedar Rapids, Washington, and Cedar Rapids Prairie, Cedar Rapids, Jefferson, maybe just some other people in the Cedar Rapids area. So if you live in that area and you want to play some rugby this summer with a brand new team, the Marion Mutants are the people to call. Also, give them a follow on social media as well. Really cool guys over there. They're going to be doing some cool stuff. They support youth rugby. They coach Washington. They coach Prairie. Really good stuff going on in Marion and Cedar Rapids. All right, so we have less than 2 minutes here. Scrum to Valley. Some substitutions here. Let's see if they can put something together before the end of this match. Nice scrum by Valley. Scrum half was waiting for his back line to run forward there. Good defense by Fort Dodge. Not releasing the ball, so penalty on Valley. Fort Dodge gets that ball. And he's going to walk that in for a try. Try for Fort Dodge with about a minute remaining in the match. Kick is up. No good. So our score now is 29-5. Some substitutions here for Valley. They're going to want to end on a high note here, see if they can score before the end of this match on senior night. For the JV, a deep kick by Fort Dodge. Does not go out the back. He's going to try to return this thing 109 meters. Gets tackled in the try zone. So it's going to be a 5-meter scrum. So again, nice to have this moment here. You know, you got Paul Damagey, Hall of Fame Iowa Rugby Union referee, helping Sam Hendricks, one of our newer referees in the state. Good opportunity to get some reps here during a JV match. Having the referee coaching is just going to help the level of play, not only for, you know, the referees, but when the referees have it down, they can set that platform for these teams to play the best game possible. So love to see that there. All right, so we are going to have a 5-meter scrum. Fort Dodge with the ball. Fort Dodge is going to want to punch it in here before the match is over, especially being 5 meters out. He wants it himself. Pick and go from the scrum half. But that Valley defense says, not today. They turn it over. Valley gets the ball, and that is time. Fort Dodge JV defeats Valley JV 29-5. Up next, we will have Fort Dodge against Cedar Rapids, Washington. Earlier in the night, Fort Dodge defeated Valley 24-5. That's going to help Fort Dodge really make a push to try to get into playoffs. If they want to keep pushing for that playoff spot, a win here against Cedar Rapids Wash would be huge. But that's not going to be an easy feat. Cedar Rapids Washington came into tonight as the number 4 team in the state with a record of 6-2. Cedar Rapids Washington won their first match 32-5 over Cedar Rapids Prairie to bring their record to 7-2. So a huge match here. Again, Fort Dodge, they want to get into the top 8. Cedar Rapids Washington, they want to fight for better seeding for the playoffs. Again, we are the B-Side Boys Rugby Podcast. Follow us on all social media. The Marion Mutants are the title sponsor of tonight's stream. Valley Rugby, the host tonight, they are also sponsoring tonight's stream. Make sure you follow everyone who supports rugby on social media. Everyone's doing some cool stuff. We're going to get started here in just a moment. All right, so we have Fort Dodge in the white and green stripes. We have Cedar Rapids Wash in the white with red sleeves. And starting this match off, Cedar Rapids Wash, they get an early try. Good support there, good hard running. They find space on the edge, and Fort Dodge isn't able to contain them. So it's a quick 5 for Cedar Rapids Wash. That's exactly what they want to do to this Fort Dodge team. Try to use their speed and create a lead to make it difficult for Fort Dodge to come back from. So the kick is no good. Cedar Rapids Wash is up 5-0. In the center, we have Ant Frine, head coach of Iowa State Rugby. You can hear some of the Fort Dodge faithful who made the drive to West Des Moines. Caught in the air, pretty deep. So Fort Dodge can get Cedar Rapids Wash to overcommit to the breakdown. They're going to try to find some space. Cedar Rapids Wash doing a good job matching. Hard running by Fort Dodge and good support there too. Cutting through, finding a little lane, and that support is so quick for Fort Dodge for them to retain that ball. Really like the platform they set, and they're able to just march down the field methodically, and you'll see Fort Dodge has advantage again. But they never play that penalty because they just keep it going, but high tackle, he is going to bring it to the penalty. Quick tap. A little 2-on-1 on the outside, passes it early, hard running. And here Coach McClyman, spin it, he says to his Stags. We got a 2-on-2 here, gonna test him on the edge. Try awarded. That's the thing about Fort Dodge, a lot of patience. Trust in their breakdown, trust in their platform, and they march it down the field. Really frustrates teams on defense, and that's where defenses, they start making mistakes with high tackles, offsides. You know, it's hard when the other team's on offense for 2-3 minutes straight. But Fort Dodge will do that. They'll wear you down. Here comes the kick from Carlos Elias. The kick is no good. So we're all tied up here, 5-5 with 3.5 minutes to go. Halfway through this first half. Again, Cedar Rapids, Washington is sitting at 7-2. They're the number 4 team in the state. They're trying to improve their seeding as state playoffs is now 2 weeks away. Fort Dodge is on the outside looking in, but with a big win over Valley tonight, they're at 4-1. A win here would really help their case to get into that top 8. Being the state runner-up last year, you know they want more. What an offload there by Cedar Rapids, Washington, but tackled into touch. That is going to be a line out. A line out for Fort Dodge. They tried to go quick. Cedar Rapids Wash tried to defend it. Kind of funny, playing a game within a game outside the touch line. That's kind of funny. Never really seen that before. All right, so here comes that line out.
Go!
Hard running by Cedar Rapids, Washington. But he is caught, a try-saving tackle, but the support is there quickly. Penalty on Cedar Rapids, Washington. That's going to be Fort Dodge's ball. Center referee Ant Frine asking the player to come in. He wants to have a conversation with him. So just a quick conversation, no card. In short time before halftime here, Fort Dodge wants to break this tie, but they're going to have to go almost the length of the field. They're coming near side here. Hard running. Offloads it before he goes into touch. But as he offloaded it, he loses the ball forward. It will be a knock-on. Scrum to Cedar Rapids, Washington, about 29 meters to the try line. Very intense match here. Again, two teams in very different spots looking at the playoffs, but an intense match of two very equal squads between skill, IQ, speed. Seen a lot of great rugby here tonight. Whoa, a little bit of a desperate offload there. And the Fort Dodge defense trying to reset. Cedar Rapids trying to make something out of nothing. A lot of Fort Dodge players are stuck on that far side of the field. Looks like Cedar Rapids had a 3-on-1, but good defense there by Fort Dodge to kind of bottle that up. Oh, almost intercepted there by Fort Dodge. Knock on by Fort Dodge. So it's going to be a scrum to Cedar Rapids, Washington. Short time before halftime. We are all tied up here at 5-5. Coach McClyman yelling out, hey, we all got to tackle a little better to his Fort Dodge boys. If you need more than one guy per tackle, gaps will open up, and you can't give this Cedar Rapids Washington team any gaps. So Wash gets the scrum, a little sloop. Fort Dodge had the guys, but there it is. You needed that extra man. Good running by Washington. And there's nobody on that left side, but he cuts it back in. Offload. And it's a forward pass. No try. We are now at halftime, all tied up, 5-5. All right, so we are moving into the second half. It is all tied, 5-5. This stream is brought to you by the Marion Mutants Rugby Football Club, the newest men's rugby club in Iowa. If you're in the Cedar Rapids, Marion area and you want to play rugby, maybe you played in high school for one of the Cedar Rapids high schools, maybe you played in college and you live in the area, maybe you're watching this for the first time, you're a parent and you want to get into it, Marion Mutants, they're going to enter a sevens team into the Iowa Summer Sevens Series, and depending on their numbers, hey, who knows, maybe we'll see them in some 15s action. So the Marion Mutants, thank you so much for supporting our stream and making this possible. Thank you for supporting rugby. The guys who are starting the Marion Mutants, they coach Cedar Rapids, Washington and Cedar Rapids, Prairie. So really cool stuff that these guys are doing right now for the sport of rugby. Please go to their page, follow them on Facebook, follow them on Instagram. They're good dudes, they're doing good things. They are a club that you are going to want to watch. Also, tonight's stream is brought to you by Valley Rugby. They are the host tonight. It is their senior night. Valley Rugby, second most number of kids registered to play rugby in the boys league. Very exciting times here in West Des Moines for Valley Rugby. So this community really supports it. You love to see it. Support these kids and their community as well. After this match, Valley will play Cedar Rapids Prairie to end the night.
But they just scored, so it just scored, so it should be 10.
It was a forward pass, so it didn't count. Yeah, yep, sorry.
Thank you. We were wondering.
Yep.
I understand the rules like that.
All right, so there was an injured player for Fort Dodge. He's being helped off the field, walking off on his own power there. 7 minutes to go in this match, all tied up at 5-5. Some great rugby, two very evenly matched teams. Fort Dodge fighting for a spot in the playoffs. Cedar Rapids, Washington fighting for a better seed in the playoffs. Deep kick by Wash. Got to be careful getting close to running behind your own player. Really aggressive counter ruck there by Wash. Normally we see that out of Fort Dodge, but Washington being the aggressor. Good defense by Cedar Rapids, Washington, really bottling up the Fort Dodge team over there on that sideline and really trying to create a turnover here. Penalty on Cedar Rapids, Washington. And coming in from the side, it looks like is our arm signal. Quick tap. Wash not giving them much space, but he finds a little gap. All right, so with that penalty on Cedar Rapids, Washington, player looked like they came into the breakdown not in control. And the referee says he sees one of the players hit his head in there, so I think he's having him come off the field to check for a head injury. So that player came into the breakdown not in control, and he kind of did a somersault over there. Dangerous play there. Referee's having a conversation with the captain. All right, so no card, but it is a penalty. Quick tap here. And a big hard run there by Fort Dodge. Gavin Peterson, future Iowa Central Triton. Good support. The offload. Breaks the tackle. And he wants to center that, give his teammate an easier. And he did hold it up. Oh, so the AR and the center referee have a conversation. The AR has a conversation with the center referee. He saw him touch it down before that ball was grabbed. It is a try to Fort Dodge. So he touched it down, and then the Cedar Rapids Wash player grabbed onto it. And here's some frustration there from the Cedar Rapids Washington players. Some good defense there, but not enough to stop Fort Dodge from finding the try zone. Kick is up. It is no good. With about 4.5 minutes left to play, Fort Dodge is up 10-5. This is anybody's game. It's a very tight match.
See you later, Sadie.
Bye, Sadie. Good high kick. Good catch there by Wash. Breaks through a tackle. Drops it. Washington still stays with possession. Trying to swing it here. Fort Dodge struggling to get these Washington players to ground, committing more than one person in a tackle. They want to get it to the sideline. They want to test them on the edge. Good pressure defense by Fort Dodge. Cedar Rapids, Washington making something, just playing some backyard rugby. Just keep that ball in play, keep that ball moving, and they've got numbers on the wing if they can get it all the way out. But he cuts it back inside, and he finds a gap. He's going to take it all the way. Fort Dodge player is trailing, but he can't get there in time, and that is a huge try for the Cedar Rapids, Washington team. Centered it up. This should be another 2 points if they can get this kick. So again, Cedar Rapids Wash, they had 2 extra players on the wing, could have had a 3-on-1. Player finds a gap in the middle of the field, takes it himself. We are all tied up, 10-10. Huge kick.
Us old fellows would call that a cheeky play.
Very cheeky. It's up, and it's good. Cedar Rapids Washington takes a 2-point lead. You can hear the coaches yelling and the players, finish, finish. Both teams looking. So referee says 2.5 minutes. Both teams know they're 2.5 minutes away from this end result. Here comes that kick. Both teams able to score from anywhere. And he does find a gap, but grabs on to the jersey, able to pull him down. So there's a yellow card on Cedar Rapids Wash. So it is short time here. We're going to go to our graphic here. We'll take a little break. About 2 minutes left in the match. Trainers attending, player from Cedar Rapids Wash. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back here. So around 2 minutes left. Around 2 minutes left in the action. Cedar Rapids Wash is down to 6 players due to a yellow card. So they're probably going to finish this match 6-on-7 with a 2-point advantage. Can Fort Dodge make something happen here? Dummy line. Cedar Rapids is not fooled by that. So they bounce it back this way, and it looks like they've got numbers if he can hit the corner. Little offload there. Cedar Rapids Wash is bunching up. That ball is lost. He's trying to make something happen here. Breaks the tackle, finds some space. Trying to stay on his feet to help his teammate. All right.
I think that might have been high.
Yep, referee's going to have a conversation here. Center referee, I think, is asking for confirmation on what he saw so I can come to a conclusion of what the move is here. All right, so that is a yellow card on Fort Dodge. So now it's going to be 6-on-6 for the remainder of this match. Probably about a minute or so. We've got a lot of stoppages here, so it's the referee's time, not our time. 6-on-6. Fort Dodge is trying to come up really hard on defense, and it's opening up gaps for Cedar Rapids Washington, and he is going to take that the distance down the center. 5 points, Cedar Rapids Washington. They take a 17-10 advantage. This kick right here could potentially put this out of reach for Fort Dodge. And that kick is good. So we have a score of 19-10, but the referee still has time on his watch. Again, we've had a lot of stoppages. It's off of his time, not ours. We're not synced up with him. Someday we'll get there.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
So again, 6 on 6. And that kick does not go 10, so it's going to come back to the 50. But he plays on. He's going to play it. Player comes in from the side. So penalty on Wash for Dodge's ball. Advantage for that high tackle around the shoulders there. But he's going to keep running, hard running. He wants it. He does not want to be denied. They want points. They want this win. So the penalty, bringing it back here. Quick tap, and he's off. And he finds hard running. What do we got? Stop short. Messy ball on the ground there. Penalty on Fort Dodge. And they kick it into touch. And that is the final score. Cedar Rapids, Washington wins 19-10. Fort Dodge's record is now 4-5-1. Cedar Rapids Wash is now 8-2, moving into the last week of play. Definitely puts Cedar Rapids Washington in a position to maybe move up to the number 3 or number 2 seed, depending on how Ankeny and Iowa City West did tonight. Up next, we have our final match of the evening, the main event. We have the Valley Tigers against Cedar Rapids Prairie. Again, we are the B-Side Boys Rugby Podcast. Check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. New episodes weekly where we recap all the things happening in rugby that relates to Iowa, the Midwest. We do some MLR stuff, international stuff. Check it out. So Valley's going to be in the white jerseys with the orange stripe, and Prairie's going to be in the black jerseys with the orange sleeves. This stream is brought to you tonight by the Marion Mutants, the newest men's rugby team in the Iowa Rugby Union. Check them out. Please follow them on social media. And then also, the Valley Tigers are sponsoring tonight. They're building a culture here at Valley. They have players registered. Really good group of coaches, good group of kids. And they're going to keep on working here. So, love to see it. Valley, they lost earlier in the night to Fort Dodge, so they are at a record of 3-5-1. Cedar Rapids Prairie lost earlier in the night to Cedar Rapids Washington, and that brings their record to 1-8. Both these teams, they want to get back on track, end the season the right way. We're going to get started here in just a moment. All right, so we are to the main event. Valley in white with the orange stripe. Cedar Rapids Prairie with the black and the orange sleeves. Both these teams lost earlier in the night. They want to end the night on a high note. So that kick does not go 10 meters. So Prairie will have a free kick at the 50. Again, we're the B-Side Boys Rugby Podcast. Check us out. New streams every week, or new episodes every week. Follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcast. It's a messy ball here, but Cedar Rapids Prairie able to maintain possession. Valley trying to cut it off there. Big tackle there from Dom. Low pass, but they still end up with it. The defense for Valley is driving this Prairie team back meters and meters and meters. But they do have numbers on the edge. This match brought to you by Valley Rugby and the Marion Mutants, the newest men's rugby club in Iowa. Speaking of men's rugby, the West Des Moines Wombats head to Mason City tomorrow to face River City and Northeast Iowa. A little triangular, so should be a good time.
We just left it until 10 o'clock.
We'll have a full recap on those matches next week's episode. But more importantly, we'll have a recap of all the action in the Iowa High School League, especially with 1 week left until the state tournament. The playoff picture will become more clear after tonight's event. There's a player from Prairie that is down. We're going to stop the action here. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back. Player from Cedar Rapids, Prairie, walking off the field on his own power. So we are going to have a scrum to Prairie, but it is on the 5 meter line. And Valley, they have a little bit of a push in their scrum. Look for them to really try to be aggressive here to try to steal this. If they can get this, it'll be a really short field for them to work on. They get that ball out quick. So he kicks that ball out the back. So it's going to be a 5 meter scrum to Valley. You can hear the coaches, big push. They know this is where you want to get your points. You're 5 meters away. What an opportunity. They get that ball. Robin Brooks gets it. And try awarded. Good team try there. You know, the Packies win the scrum. Then a little pass, loop, pass. Oh, good looking kick, but it is no good. The score remains 5-0. Valley with the advantage. Little bit around 4 minutes to go. Again, with the injury earlier, not sure when the referee stopped his clock, so 3.5, 4 minutes, somewhere around there. Here comes the kick. Nice high kick, middle of the field. Prairie unable to retain that ball. Valley gets it. Now a short field. We're seeing some offloads here. Hard run, another offload to Robin Brooks. I'm seeing double. That looks like the exact same try he just scored 30 seconds ago. Exactly the same try. He like cut back,
Yeah,
found a little space.
Option outside, but he was looking for the contact.
And that kick is good. All right, so Valley is up 12-0. That kick is right at 10, bounces off the Prairie player. What an effort there by Valley, but it looks like that's going to be a line out to Prairie. All right, so because there was a knock on there, they're actually going to play the scrum to Prairie. Referee says out the tunnel. They're going to have another scrum. Valley really close to stealing that. You see that drive by them. You see that push. They're pretty dominant in that scrum. So they're going to have another go at it. A little over a minute left. Prairie with the put. So in high school rugby, you are not allowed to drive the scrum over 2 meters. So you can get that big first 2 steps, but then you got to hold and hook it back. So because Valley drove them back over 2 meters, free kick to Prairie. Got a little messy here. So Paul Damgee is explaining what he saw to the players. Looks like it's going to be a scrum to Prairie. So let's see how Valley responds. Can they get a big pop, a big step, but then they got to hold and hook?
Let's go, Prairie!
There they go. That was a good scrum from Valley.
One more. Oh, Robin.
Robin finding space, cutting through the defense, and that's a hat trick. He has all 3 tries for Valley. What a great team effort there from Valley. The pack steals the scrum, great passing, and then Robin Brooks does the rest, cutting through the defense. His 3rd try of the night. All 3 tries in this first half. Valley is now up 19-0. We are now at halftime. Again, thank you for joining us tonight here from Tiger Field in West Des Moines, hosted by Valley Rugby. The Valley Tigers had senior night tonight. Thank you for being a part of this stream. Also, thank you to the sponsor of the live stream, the Marion Mutants Rugby Football Club, the newest men's rugby club in the Iowa Rugby Union. They are going to have a Summer Sevens team. If you're in the Cedar Rapids area, a former high school player, a former player just in the area, or you're watching rugby for the first time this year and you want to get in on it and you're over the age of 18, check out the Marion Mutants Men's Rugby Club. Yeah, you can be 18, you can be 30, you can be 50, you can be 100. It's whatever. They're going to play some sevens rugby. It's awesome. Please go follow them on social media. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. They're going to have some cool updates coming up soon. Again, 19-0 is our score at halftime. 7 minutes left on the night. Valley wants to end their senior night with a win. They are sitting at a record of 3-5-1. They've got a lot of work to do. If they want any chance of going to the playoffs, they need to win this match. And then next week, they will play Fort Dodge again and Southeast Polk. To even have a chance, they need to go 3-1. They lost that first match tonight. That's the one. You got to win these next 3 and hope the teams in front of you have a rough go. For Prairie, a lot of young players, a lot of new players, a lot of guys where, this is their first sport is rugby. Love to have them in rugby. They're learning the game, getting better each time. They want to end on a high note. They want to learn every single week and start to build something of this program. Let's see how they end these final 7 minutes. All right, there's the whistle, and the second half is underway with the kick. Great restart kick. You can hear the communication from Valley. Ethan from Valley, one of the players, we've seen him playing on JV this year with a couple of injuries in that first match. He gets the call up to varsity in this match. I think he just got a little too excited, started running before the ball was in his hands. Very hard runner. I want to see him with a full head of steam. He's going to get one in the second half, and he's going to break the line. Can't wait to see it. But a little excited there, fresh legs, getting into the varsity action. Under the lights, just kind of loses control, looking ahead before he caught that ball. Prairie with the put. Little messy.
And that ball's slippery out there tonight.
Yeah. Valley looked to create a turnover, but they just couldn't pick it up off the turf. So it's going to be a scrum to Prairie. Again, we are the B-Side Boys Rugby Podcast. Check us out, new episodes every week on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, where we recap all the high school news, college news, pro, international, and there is a steal from Valley, and they're going to work it to their back line. Can Robin get another try? Oh, he's just going to do it himself, finds the gap. Defense was trying to stay out wide, opens up, and he takes it the distance. Another try for Valley. That was another player who got the call up from JV to the varsity after a couple of injuries. He makes the most of it, gets the ball in his hands, finds a gap, takes it the distance, half the length of the field. Here we go, Ethan with the kick. And it's good. So Valley is up 26-0. It looks like Valley's having some fun out there. They're really finding their groove, a lot of confidence in what they're doing. And it's fun when a rugby team gets to that point and they're just playing some fun, loose rugby. Good to see for these guys on senior night at home. Good take there by Prairie, able to maintain possession. Good pass, but defender is right there in his face. Good defensive talk from Valley. You can hear the hold call, ball's out, and they are working together well. That's one thing, this Valley team, if they can clean up their defense, they can play with anybody. Goes for the intercept, misses. Cedar Rapids Prairie is going to take that about 30 meters down the field. But now Valley creates the turnover, and we're going the other way. Big boy running through the middle. He wants to do it himself, and he will. Try for Valley.
Love to see it.
Big man running.
We need to get that on a t-shirt.
Big man running.
Yeah.
I love it. That's my favorite. Just, you're big, run straight, run hard, keep going, dragging guys into the try zone. Ethan does the kick, and it's good. Valley goes up 33-0. Valley making a lot of substitutions here on senior night. Again, that's what you love to see, man. He took that thing. He could have had an offload, but he's like, you know what? I'm going to get mine. He earned it. Running through the defense. All right, and with about 2.5 minutes to go, 2.5 minutes to go, Valley's going to kick off. Good tackle there by Valley. So the Prairie player does not release the ball. Penalty. Ball goes back to Valley. Quick tap. He's going to take the corner. And he's going to use his speed. One of the fastest players on Valley, Evan Swain, with the try. Just a heads-up play there. Prairie player was listening to the referee. He was explaining what the call was. Evan saw the opportunity. Once that was over, quick tap hits the corner, and he's gone. Valley goes up 38-0. And with this, they'll improve their record to 4-5-1. And again, they are tied with Fort Dodge. Both Fort Dodge and Valley, that kick is good. Both Fort Dodge and Valley go 1-1 tonight. So they both came in at 3-4-1. They both leave 4-5-1. And next week, Fort Dodge and Valley play each other, and then Valley has Southeast Polk, and Fort Dodge has Ames. So I know our match of the week this week was Fort Dodge and Valley. Could be them again next week too.
Great hit.
Sideline for Valley, getting very excited. Good pressure defense. Valley bunched up around the ruck though. You can see the overload and advantage to Prairie. So it's going to be a penalty for diving over. Prairie's ball, less than a minute to go. Quick tap. He's going to attack weak side. There's the offload. Another offload. He's got some space on the edge. Valley makes a try-saving tackle on the edge. And it looks like the advantage was towards Valley. Knock on. Going to be Valley's put. Short time. All right, so scrum to Valley here. Again, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Another great night of rugby here from Tiger Field. Next week, we will be at the Indianola site at Bill Buxton Stadium at Simpson College, hosted by Indianola. After that, we will be at State. So catch us next week for our newest episode of the podcast where we break down all the action, all the standings, and then we'll also talk about all the nationals for the college teams, how everybody did at the CRCs. We'll look ahead towards Iowa State and their CRAA D1AA preview as they play against San Diego in the semifinal for the national championship. Some international news and MLR news as well. Also, B-Side Boys and the West Des Moines Wombats on May 19th, Monday night. They're hosting a watch party at Single Speed Brewing in Des Moines. Everybody's welcome. Watch party as the Chicago Hounds take on the Los Angeles Rugby Football Club. 7 p.m., May 19th, Monday night. Watch party. Join us. It's going to be a fun time. Everyone's welcome. It is a restaurant. And that is the final. Valley on senior night is going to end with a victory, 40-0. Again, I've been Mr. Gray. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thank you again to the Marion Mutants. for being the title sponsor of tonight's live stream, making it possible to be able to provide this for free to you, the viewer. Thank you to Valley Rugby for always being the best host. They're really building something special here in West Des Moines. Love to see it. Again, thanks for joining us. We've been the B-Side Boys. We will catch you next time.